be my first grocery haul for the month. I'm going to go grocery shopping once a week, hopefully not more. But let's go ahead and get started. So these things right here in front of me, this is what I had planned on getting. So I've got some eggs. This was $2.38. Then I have some blueberries, which were $1.99 a pound, so it ended up being $5.99. Then I have some split green peas, and those were $2.99 for 2 pounds. Then I have some grapes. Those were $1.99 a pound for seedless green grapes. Oh, sorry, those were $1.29 a pound, and so it ended up being $4.70. Then I have here the things that I did not plan to get. Oh, did I say the corn tortillas? Those were $2.99 for 70. All right, then I have these things here which I did not plan to get. So macaroni noodles, each of those were $3.49. That is just because I plan to make macaroni and cheese sometime this month. Acorn squash, that was $4.69. Sorry, $1.88. The Yukon Gold 5-pound bag potatoes right behind it was $4.69. And I just got these two things because I love potatoes. It's a good stretcher meal, even though I shouldn't eat too many carbs. And then acorn squash, because it's the season and I do love acorn squash. All right, now let's see what I can make with this groceries for this week. All right, so I just wanted to film me cooking, as well as, well, here's a glimpse inside of my fridge and my freezer to see like what I'm starting off with, just to try and track my spending on food. I know previously I spent a lot of money on food and I didn't really understand why, so I figured based on a comment I would track what I'm eating throughout the week. So I made myself some split pea soup with some ham. Then the next day for breakfast, I got some pumpkin slice bread from Phil's Coffee. And then for lunch, all I had was the soda. Both of those things I got through for free, either through work or through a gift card. And then here's me for dinner having more leftovers. It was really good. It looks weird, but it was good. Then the next day I had a pumpkin slice for breakfast because I didn't finish it. And then I got a sandwich and some chips and a drink from Subway. But that was also free, if you count that, because I had a gift card through work. All right, I know I said I was only going to go grocery shopping once this week. But then my friend invited me over for dinner, and I hate showing up empty-handed. So I stopped at Costco and I picked up some green grapes for myself. This was $6.89. Some cheese, because I'm going to make mac and cheese. That's why I got these elbow noodles the other day. And that was $9.89. What you don't see here, because I left it in the car because I'm about to head to her house as soon as the pasta gets done boiling, or al dente, is a 35 can pack of Sprite. That was $18.39 plus the CA California taxes. And then I also got a caramel tres leches cake for $17.99. It looked really good. I don't like caramel, so I figured I'd just get the whole cake and have just a little piece, leave the rest with her. I do that all the time. Whenever I see a good drink or a good food at the store, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, I buy it, take it over to her house, and if I don't like it, I just leave it there. And then the last thing I got were these blueberries that were just for me as well, and it's $6.99. So my total came out to $63.46. My last grocery haul was $32.80. All right, and we'll see how long this lasts me. And I couldn't get to, or I forgot to film what I ate over at my friend's house because someone backed into my car, and then I just completely forgot because I was just upset and I didn't press any charges because they were a kid, they were a student driver, and I felt bad. But I had chicken, the mac and cheese I brought, cake, rice and beans, and steak and potatoes. Then the next day for breakfast, my work brought in these pastries from Panera Bread. This is a cheese, spinach, and bacon croissant type thing, and then a cherry pastry, and it was extremely good. That was free. And then I went back for a second, and I got this really good chocolate chip cookie. All right, finishing up the last bit of this split pea soup. It made 3 meals, and then half of that Costco-sized container of blueberries. A very low protein day. My desk is still a mess. And yeah, that is it for today. That's all I'll be having with a bottle of water. All right, today is December 4th, 8 a.m. I am cooking some breakfast. My kitchen is a hot mess, but I am behind on studying and schoolwork. So I'm just gonna cook through it, and then hopefully sometime either Saturday or Sunday I will have the time to clean my kitchen, clean my whole house, because it did not get cleaned while I was gone on my vacation, and my cats just destroyed the place for my liking. So I am making breakfast and lunch. It's gonna be breakfast egg tacos with onion, some frozen bell pepper from my Christmas or my Thanksgiving work potluck that was on November 19th. I took home an entire completely untouched veggie tray, chopped it up, put it into little Ziploc freezer baggies, and I have just been throwing those different vegetables into different meals. So you saw with the split pea soup, I cut up the celery and the carrots from that veggie tray, and then this is going to be the bell peppers from that veggie tray, but I still have broccoli, carrots, more bell peppers, more celery, way more carrots, and ranch dip. I don't know how I'm going to use that ranch dip, but I will use it. Alright, this is my breakfast and also my lunch because I made too much. And as always, with the side of fruit. I like to eat the blueberries before the grapes because they usually go bad first. So this is about half of the carton. My dinner. And it was also my lunch. Just some grapes. Alright, I made myself, it's kind of like tea, they're tea bags, but they're filled with pho and lemongrass broth. As you can see, I ripped the tea bag because I don't drink tea, I don't drink any caffeine. I needed something warm because my heater last, time it was cold in the springtime, there was like a gas leak, and instead of fixing it, they just turned it off. So I do not have gas or heat in my house, so I just needed something warm. So I'm having this for breakfast, and I'm making some like rice, but I'm making it kind of like thick and soupy like porridge. So that's my breakfast. A little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, a little butter, a lot of butter, vanilla, sugar, and salt. My breakfast. All right, and now for lunch, I'm having the rest of the egg and beef and tomato and cheese scramble that I didn't finish yesterday. And then today, instead of tortillas, I put on potatoes. There was a lot more in this. I'm about halfway full, or halfway done with this. More than halfway, actually. And then, as always, grapes. And I always have water. You can see I've drinking a whole bunch of it because I've eaten more than half of this. And then I like to watch some shows. I typically watch and catch up on the different YouTube videos that I watch while I'm eating or while I'm moving around the house. So I leave a lot of comments just like with little heart emojis because I'm never typically near a keyboard, or if I am, my hands are like messy or busy eating. So it's usually when I hear a commercial, I'm like, oh wait, did I miss a chance to comment? And I'll just quickly like put some emojis. But this is just how I'm eating my meals, how I eat all my meals really, is right here at my desk watching some YouTube videos. This day I made the financial mistake of asking my friends if they wanted to go out. And I really shouldn't be doing that when trying to pay off debt. But now you're going to see clips. We went to go grab dinner. And we always order a bunch of food. And then afterwards, I was like, let's go and to another bar. And then let's go and get more drinks. And of course, I paid for majority of it. But luckily, the next morning, it meant that I did get to have leftovers. So this is the leftover Fuji apple and gorgonzola pizza. And then I went out with some friends from church and we went to what's called Imaginarium in Sacramento. And that is just a lights festival. It's also a circus and then it's also a carnival. And I had so much fun. It was so pretty. I spent $25 on the ticket and then $10 on parking. And then I fought with myself the entire time not to buy any food. And I didn't. And there was such good carnival food and food trucks. And it just smelt so amazing. And I did that because I forgot that I had bought tickets to that event. And so right before I left the house, I had put in a 6-pound pork rib roast in the oven. So the entire time when my friends were like, oh, Tyler, we're going to go get pretzels. Do you want a pretzel? I would say like, no, I have dinner in the oven waiting for me. And I'm kind of glad that I did that because I definitely wanted some pork rib roast. Sorry, I definitely wanted the pretzels. I definitely wanted the funnel cakes. And they had 20 different funnel cakes from like Dubai chocolate and strawberry, regular chocolate and whatnot. And I definitely wanted everything. But I was able to resist the urge to spend any money on food. And then I was also able to not have to pay any money for the carnival. I didn't get any video of the circus or the ice skating, but there were carnival rides and I did several of them. And that was all because while I was waiting in line to buy a ticket, someone came up to me and they were like, hey, do you want my tickets to unlimited rides for a wristband? And I said, yes. So me and one of my other friends that I was there with, we both got a free ticket for unlimited rides wristbands, and we rode several of the rides. Yep, so there was me at the event and a dozen of my friends from church. This ride we went on, and it was so much fun. It was so scary. Got lifted up off the seat, which I am not a light person, so that was definitely scary. We rode another ride where we just went in circles, round and around. This one right here, and it lasted for 5 minutes because the conductor was on the phone and totally forgot about us. So we were like, free us, we're dizzy, we're not children, we're almost in our 30s, some of us are in our 30s. And then we did this little fun house, which was also super fun. But yeah, I had such a great time. And in the back of my mind, I was worried about my pork roast that was in the oven. So I was afraid it was going to burn or burn down my house. And it did not. And as you can see, it came out great. And then the next day, this is what I had for lunch and what I'm having for dinner. Alright, but that is it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.